But I kind of want to hear this Drake song.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, because we got a bunch of music topics to take over, we're going to take a Drake break and listen to this Drake so we can actually get into it. Yeah, we're going to take we're going to take a Drake break. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Just give us about 10 minutes. Fuck what the timer says. 10 minutes and we'll be back. Peace. And we're back. Live.
I'm kind of speechless. I'm a little speechless. We back in the house again. It's the effing podcast. I guess this is part two. We just listened
continuation.
We just listened to Drake's diss track.
Family Matters, and then we listened to Kendrick's follow up with Meet the Grams and Goddamn.
It's some dark shit getting right. It's some dark shit being taken.
Wow. Yeah, so I guess well, should we acknowledge the first two Kendrick tracks?
To me, this whole battle is taking a turn for it done got kind of crazy now.
Nah, it ain't got crazy.
Man.
Well, not crazy, but I guess it's taking where people want it now.
It got
personal when Drake brung in the family. And like he said, he said, I thought this was an exhibition.
Wow.
He turned around, made it personal, brought family in it because of metaphors. I mean, come on.
Wow. Okay, so I don't think either one can lose. I don't think either one can lose this battle. I don't think it's possible because their fan bases will not let them lose.
No.
Both fan bases are going to support their artists.
Of course.
Damn.
But Kendrick hit harder. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just like Drake. It's like Drake come up to you. He reminds you, Drake come up to you, he smack you. And Kendrick come up to you, he punch you in your mouth.
See what it is.
Can I speak on
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah,
Look,
go for
okay,
it.
so this big Carolina 252. If everybody knowing how y'all doing, but me and Hassan, we was talking about this last night, and I was saying this is kind of like it was reminding me of like the Tupac diss versus like the Who Shot You, where it's like Kendrick is coming real personal to where he don't care about the radio play, more like on the Tupac.
And that's what it is.
Where it's kind of like Biggie understands I can't touch you in that lane. But I still can rock it out to the fact I can like sonically beat you, and I'm still gonna get my message passed by. And I feel like that's what Drake understands.
That's where we're at in this battle.
I can't bar you. When it comes to the songs, Kendrick crushing him. When it comes like the lyrical content, but when it comes to who's gonna get the most replay value, that's why
winning.
Back to Back is the only diss record to ever get nominated for a Grammy. Cause he understands I'm gonna turn this to a song. Just because this is more of my lane. So I feel like that's why.
I didn't know that.
From the bar's perspective, Kendrick is doing work. Kendrick is working. But
Kendrick gave him that work.
But I'm going to play that song again, Drake is working. Drake is in his like bag
Drake turns
too.
his disses into hits.
Yeah, and that's what he told you he was going to do.
And naturally so, but like he said, like Kendrick said, he don't care about that. He's telling everybody he don't care about that. I'm killing him right here in this lane.
That's dope. But see, this is music, and see, the replay value is the bigger content than the he's killing him bars wise.
Of course. So a hip hop, if you deep in hip hop, right? Like and most of us, we got over a 30-year history listening to hip hop.
I got 50.
The groundwork. Hey, okay, well, hey,
I got 50.
Okay, well, hey, the thing what I'm trying to say is when the battle rap, when we battle rap this, it's about the metaphors and the bars. You feel what I'm saying? Nowadays, like Big Carolina said. You know what I'm saying? He's making it to where it's getting club play. So me as a hip hop
Time out. And I'm gonna tell you who did this first. And it was genius. 50 was the one who started this. 50 was the one who put you on. I might not bar you to death, but I'm gonna make a song. They gonna play it in the club, and I'm gonna get you like that. And that's what Drake's doing.
But 50 though, he was actually a battle rapper. He dissed niggas. You know what I'm saying? He did both.
But he did
both. So I'll give you that. He
gave
both.
you the formula, and Drake is using this formula to. I'm not going to hear what Kendrick just dropped in the club. I'm going to hear what Drake did.
You're not. You're right.
I'm going to hear what Drake did. I'm going to hear what Kendrick dropped in the car.
Correct.
I'm going to hear what Kendrick dropped in the house more than likely.
Right.
But
so it all balanced out because.
But even then, you gonna play. Even then, you
Drake,
still gonna play Drake in the house too. So
Kendrick,
but Euphoria had 9.
Drake. That's what it's coming down to.
Euphoria had 9 million streams on Spotify in one day.
Great, that's awesome.
One day,
Drake did that. Drake just dropped this. You don't think that the streams are getting ready to do that? He just dropped this a couple of hours ago.
One more thing to add to that, and Rick Ross plane fell out the sky earlier today too.
Yeah,
so
I heard about that.
I'm knowing the fact that with that adding to the fact that all the chaos right now, Drake is about to like skyrocket.
Like you can't stop Drake. All you're doing is really lighting the flame for him to really skyrocket.
Well, again, Kendrick is telling everybody how he's taking it. He don't care about the radio placement, none of that. He's telling you, I'm gonna murder you in a lyrics metaphor,
and he's doing that,
right? And he's cool with that. So that's what I'm saying. It tends to balance itself out.
But in the weirdest of ways, Drake's still taking him.
I don't feel that way because see, me personally, right?
In the weirdest of ways, Drake is still taking him.
It's not weird. It's the sonic. It's just because of the
as Kendrick is barring him up, Drake is still taking him with these, like he said, catchy.
If Kendrick Lamar had better beat selection, it might have helped better.
And that's another thing.
If he had better beat selection, that might would have helped him to a better note. But like I said, it's kind of like Pop. Pop did his diss song off a song that was already out. So of course I can't make no money off this. I just used the R&B song and just diss somebody on it. But more Biggie. Like I was telling son earlier, like when you hear that Who Shot Your Beat come on, it don't matter where you at. That's gonna tear the club up, young or old.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Beat science is everything, yes.
And the thing is, the song come on and it play about a good 15 seconds before he say who shot you. So you vibing before he say one word. So it goes back to the sonic of further than just 50 Cent. That's more like P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's really like Drake understands what I like to call the class clown versus the bully aspect. To where, yeah, you can bully me, but once I got everybody laughing at you, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as I got everybody feeling joyful about what I'm doing towards you, when you bring this negative mindset, I'm going to win every time. So
at the end, it balances itself out.
Yeah.
At the end, it balances itself out because the bully go back to everybody that's fucking laughing. What the fuck you laughing at? What they gonna do? They gonna shut the fuck up.
This is where I'm at right now. Y'all just go back to making songs. Y'all. Everybody has proved their point right now. Yeah. You proved the point, Kendrick, that your bars are on point. Like you proved your point. And Drake's proved his point that he's going to keep making hit songs, and it's just not going to stop. Everybody's proven their point.
Right.
We don't have a bet. We don't need a best of 7.
No,
we did need this, but we don't really need much more because y'all might really be getting ready to get dirty. Let's leave it where we're at now.
This the summer of battle rap, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This the summer of battle rap. Everybody is going to be battle rapping for the whole rest of the summer. That's what it's all. So just prepare that any artist, whether it's R&B, hell, even all the way to gospel, they're gonna be battle rapping.
This is the first battle where both participants have elevated from the standard that they were before, and Kendrick might have elevated just a tad bit more because
Kendrick got personal.
More people's eyes are on
Kendrick.
Drake
got personal first, and Kendrick just said, "I'm taking it in." You got personal, I'm gonna get it.
More eyes are on Kendrick than that normally would be because of who you're going against. So you're probably, Kendrick's probably got a little bit up, but Drake is elevating off of this too, though.
See, I feel like with Kendrick though, the odds wasn't really against him because he set it off. You know what I'm saying? He set it off first, so I felt like a lot of people knew he had something in the cut. So they was looking at Drake like, damn.
And I just want to throw one more thing out there. J. Cole, please come back and diss Kanye.
Okay, now look.
Please come back and diss
J.
Kanye.
Cole wants no parts.
Like, look, because I'm tired of everybody dissing my guy. I understand that.
He earned that diss.
Oh, man.
Hey, this is one thing I can't say.
Disappointed.
I give it to J. Cole. He did it on his platform.
The bigger man.
He did it on his platform. And he was like, hey, I'm at peace with all this. I shouldn't even put this shit out there. I let my people hype me up to put this shit out here. I should have stayed on the sideline.
Hold on. But I feel like, think about it at this point, though. Like, before tonight, we was looking at J. Cole like you weak, you backed out, and you did it on your platform. I was at Dreamville.
That hasn't changed.
Look, but I was at Dreamville looking like, bro, he cocked out so bad. I'm thinking Kendrick Lamar about to walk out on stage. I'm like, wait, here he comes.
He get ready to show up. He done copped out so bad.
I'm like, what? I'm like, he definitely finna come out. But now when you think about today, how personal both of these guys got, like,
digging
think
up
about
dirt,
how far,
dirt
so
digging
I
and stuff like that. And he don't ain't no need to dig in my past.
Because
that's why he said.
And I feel like him and Kendrick Lamar was really friends because when you look at a lot of Kendrick Lamar old projects, J. Cole was producing some of the beats, like a lot of them. A whole bunch of them.
I can see
like
it's
they
not
was like
sitting
good
right.
friends, so it's kind of like.
I don't think Kendrick and Drake like each other. I think there's.
But that feeds
them
to the
niggas
point
who
where
need
Kendrick
hits,
Lamar was
when you
saying
need a
though,
hit,
it was a rap.
Let's not act like Rick Ross and them weren't getting hits from Drake. Let's not act like we're diminishing Drake's value.
And if you're an underage girl, I'm sure you would like Drake.
Hey, look, Drake got to come back.
Allegedly, I don't want nothing to do with
listen,
that.
Man, dog,
I didn't say anything.
Look, Kendrick over the door. He said he calling Drake a pedophile.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
This was harder than Pusha T's did.
Exactly. He said, LeBron, keep your family away. Curry, keep your family away. He put NBA basketball star names on that shit.
We need proof though of this. Like this is
I was gonna
big.
say that,
like
though.
you did, because this is a legend here.
Pusha
Like
T came with exact proof.
Receipts.
Yeah.
Like
Kendrick
you need
Lamar
receipts for something like this.
A song. So the only thing is Kendrick Lamar must got another song locked and loaded where he's about to spill everything.
A lot of underage girls. He's been in a lot of like 13-year-olds videos. They've screenshotted it and posted Drake. Who is it? The Billy girl. He literally was like, no, it wasn't Billie Eilish. It was like the other Billy. He was when she was about 14. Her and Drake were best friends.
Oh, the chick from Stranger Things. They're talking about the little girl from Stranger Things, right? Millie Bobby Brown.
It might have been her.
Yeah, the little girl from.
He basically was trying to teach her how to talk to boys, and they would text all day and night.
Yeah, Drake a weirdo.
Real teenager.
I mean, these are serious accusations. I mean, Drake said Kendrick was beating on his wife, like or his girl or whatever. Like both of them are making serious accusations.
Of course.
Hey, do you know the cover of Kendrick's diss is Drake's Ozempic prescription? I'm dead ass.
These guys are creative as hell. Like
Exactly.
they get creative.
What is it?
Ozempic. It's Drake's Ozempic prescription.
These guys are crazy.
That's the cover art.
Look, I can tell you now that
You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you.
Hey, back up. Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up. See, this is why I say, y'all, this is the missing element that y'all that's going over everybody's head.
I thought it was gonna be nice.
All right, look at now. Euphoria, right? He put the title, he put the name and the damn and the fucking definition for all the slow niggas who don't know what euphoria means. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a fucking genius move right there. Then he come around and did that shit right there.
Both of them were genius. I thought the AI Tupac voice was genius.
I thought that was whack.
I thought that was whack.
I thought it was genius.
I thought it was
That
whack.
was super
I
whack.
thought that
Because I don't even in real. I ain't mean cut y'all. I don't think if Pac was alive right now, he ain't siding with Drake. He with Kendrick.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Snoop ain't said nothing, and this song been out 2 weeks. Snoop
Because
ain't
he
said
don't
like,
want no parts of it. You know, he an
So
OG.
how
Snoop about that paper.
So if you're saying that
He's
Snoop
an OG.
don't want, how do you know that Pac don't want no parts of it and just to let it
No,
play out?
what- no,
People
what
jump
I'm-
to conclusions about everything.
No, what I'm saying is, this is Now this is not necessarily East Coast, West Coast. This is like a Northwest, because Canada in the north, and this Cali's in the west. So this is a Northwest beef. It just based on the demographics, where Kendrick from and everything, I'm automatically assuming he's gonna align himself, because Cali native, everything.
Snoop from Cali. Snoop ain't say nothing.
Of course, I mean.
The only reason he used the Tupac and Snoop thing was because they did the song together. Mm-hmm. That was why he did it. And he had heard the AI that supposedly Kendrick had dropped before, that people were like, nah, that's AI. So he went ahead and just jumped on the AI thing and went ahead and did it. We all know it was him rapping, but adding the voice to it, I thought was genius.
Again, this is the reason why, and me and Caroline was talking about this. He how many of his shit that he writes himself? How many of Drake's music he actually write himself? Because this is where wait,
we're just having this conversation. We need to have the Ghostwriter conversation.
Because the thing about it is, if Kendrick write his shit and he going against 20 motherfuckers, ghostwriters for Drake and shit, that makes Kendrick shit much even more purist,
but we don't know who writes for who. I'm not saying nobody writes for Kendrick. We don't know this. We don't know who writes. Like I said, we know Drake has ghostwriters. This Jadakiss, which I think is one of the hardest disses ever. There were ideas being floated around the room that he took said ideas and put it on a diss track from State Property.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Now, does it take away from the lore of the diss because it was ideas floated around? No. This shit's still hard. To me, the ghostwriter thing, it kind of has a knock, but it doesn't, because
why doesn't it?
Because
it's not his writing.
If you can't sell this record, if you know it's going to go double glass, I give it to Drake and it's going to go quadruple platinum.
Okay,
some people can just sell your shit.
That's fine,
and I respect that.
So let's take the business aspect out of it. All right, let's take the business aspect.
How you take the business out of this multi-billion-dollar industry now?
I'm going to say this. We're going to break it down to the simplest form. A mono. These dudes one-on-one. If we're going to assume, we know Drake has ghostwriters. All right, everybody knows that. Nobody has came out and said that Kendrick has ghostwriters. So we're gonna assume Kendrick writing all his shit. All right. So if Kendrick writing all his shit and he going against at least 20 ghostwriters, right? Take them ghostwriters away from him.
The only way you can prove this to me is this. Y'all go sit in a room, separate rooms, and write out fucking songs.
Right. So let me finish my point. So let's take the ghostwriters away from Drake. Is he still hot? Can he still go head toe-to-toe with Kendrick? What songs he actually write? How many songs he actually write that's his?
We don't know. But how many songs that he's wrote for people? No. Like, it goes both ways.
No,
you can't discredit him like that.
I'm not discrediting him. What I'm saying is this. I'm saying this because we're old school. We know for you to be a thorough battle rapper, you had to write your own shit. True. Your shit had to come off the top of your head. All right, so now we do know as later game come in, ghostwriters was in play.
But like you're saying, if people write for him, he has ghostwriters. But Drake's writing for people. We know he wrote for Kanye.
Of course, it's a different.
How do we differentiate this?
Simple. The same type music that you can probably make a hit from somebody else. You mean to tell me you can't make a hit for yourself?
But he made a hit for Kanye.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you can make a hit for anybody else, you mean to tell me you can't make a hit for yourself?
So you're telling me out of all these hits that Drake has, he ain't write none of them?
I didn't say he didn't write any. What I'm saying is simple as this. Take away his ghostwriters, right? Let him write his shit. We're assuming, because nobody's came out and said Kendrick got ghostwriters. Everybody know Drake has ghostwriters. Take his ghostwriters away, and it's Kendrick and him. Do you think he'll come out with hits for himself as hard as he's doing right now? Do you think this battle go as far as it does if you take his ghostwriters away? My opinion, no, he don't. Kendrick wins because his shit is his.
You're assuming he has writers. It's an assumption.
No, we know. Everybody in the industry know Drake has ghostwriters. That's been proven already.
But we don't know what they written for or what they wrote or stuff like that.
I think exactly. So that's why I'm saying take away since the culture knows Drake has ghostwriters, right? Take them away from him. Take that away from him. You writing all your shit. At least 75% of your shit. All right? The standard at least 75. You writing at least 75% of your shit. Take away him. I'm not counting him writing hits to nobody else. You writing hits for yourself. Obviously, Kendrick must be writing hits for himself. Okay? So if you take his ghostwriters away, do this battle go as far as it has gone now?
We don't know because we don't know who writing. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Everything is alleged right now. We're just taking everybody at their word. We're taking everybody at their word. I believe that any rapper who is big like that, I believe that they have people who help them. And that goes for any artist that is big like that.
It takes a team to get where you need to get
Wayne
to.
had writers. I've always thought the way he comes up with music.
You talking about even all the way when he was 16?
Nah, not back then. No.
Oh,
but once the money train started rolling, you got to keep the money train rolling.
All right, I believe.
You see what I'm saying?
Again,
that's why with Drake, I was like, I can accept him having writers because once the money train start rolling, we ain't letting this money train stop rolling.
Exactly, but the thing about it is Wayne came in. He came in the game. That was his shit. He wrote his shit.
He was whack when he first came in.
He was what?
He was whack when he first came in.
It's alleged that Gilly the Kid wrote the Carter One though.
He got hotter as he went on.
It's alleged that Gilly the Kid wrote Carter One.
You said who?
It's alleged Gilly the Kid wrote Carter One.
True. It's a lot of
so it might be a thing that just happened with Birdman.
Like
also had ghostwriters.
Rakim suppostously wrote "Summertime" for Fresh Prince for Will Smith.
That's been
but that's a ghostwriting story.
He was saying Rakim wrote for Will Smith.
Will Smith, they said he wrote "Summertime."
No, that's been debunked.
But it's a story that's out there.
Yeah, but anybody who do their research know that's not true.
But nevertheless,
it's true.
No,
it's
not true.
It's not true.
But
Rakim already debunked it, and
but that's
Will
what I'm
Smith.
saying. So people will come up with these stories and say such and such, but just because they said it, don't mean it's true.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, he didn't deny it. I mean, okay. Drake having ghostwriters, it's always been out there. This is not just popped up like out of the blue.
I'm not saying he doesn't. I think he does. Nobody's had the type of run Drake has had.
Right, and
to do that to me, to sustain that type of run, you got to have a couple.
And
of
again,
people helping you out.
And again, I just said if you take a criteria, at least 75% of your work you've written yourself. Now we do know once you reach a certain peak, it's gonna be certain songs that certain people's not going. It don't fit them, but it fits you. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be ignorant to the game on that. You know what I'm saying? As far as that aspect. So I just believe, me personally, if you write 75% of your work, right, the other 25 is game, no problem. If you ain't did 75%, you know what I'm saying? Again, on the business side, I'm not knocking that. You get your money. But when it comes to this battle rap, you get knocked down a notch because you got help.
I'm going to give you a boxing analogy that this kind of reminds me of. Kendrick is Floyd.
Yeah.
And Drake is the Prince. Remember the Prince? Remember the Prince? Look. You remember the Prince?
Yeah.
Look, that's kind of how it comes off to be like one side is real pop, is flashy. The other side is real.
You mean Prince Nassim?
Prince Nassim.
Prince Nassim, yeah.
No other Prince.
Yeah.
The Prince used to have the flashiest entrance in the game.
Yeah, he did. And couldn't box a shit.
Couldn't box worth shit, but boy, the entrance was worth every bit to pay for.
That's why Kendrick said he's Terrence Crawford. You feel what I'm saying? You just relive his line in Euphoria.
I'm just one's a little showier, one's a little more precise.
You're right, and like I said,
but neither will lose.
No, they won't. They won't.
At the end of the day,
it won't. But like I said, if I want to play devil's advocate, take the ghostwriters away.
And I feel like how numb and how trained the rap world is now. In the next 2 weeks, it's gonna be on to something else. You know what I'm saying? Like how frequent the rap game is to just wanting something new and wanting something more. Like in the next 2 weeks, nobody gonna care about this.
No,
like,
not really.
I disagree. One of the biggest rappers was just called a pedo.
Yeah.
But
That ain't going away.
Until he debunked that.
Well, I mean, so is Kendrick's the allegation against Kendrick. They're getting ready to look into that too.
yeah, but on a lyrical, as far as them making song level, like I feel like just on a music standpoint, like this pretty much like could be the peak of it, if you ask me.
As in, we ain't gonna want to hear many more disses about each other. Like it's kind of ran its course. Now, like I said, each one of them proved their point.
If I'm being honest, I feel like most of the mainstream now, we just enjoying this on the entertainment level because most of these artists is gonna die about you dissing them. So it's kind of like, yeah, this is cool. This is WWE, but we really like seeing the real stuff. Like,
yeah, like
this
you
is
want
cool.
that Chicago.
That's why I feel like exactly
yeah,
cause these
like
artists
we want
now,
somebody
you
off.
gonna die about it or you going to jail about it, and then that's the end of it. And we not just saying like we as me because,
but that's what
this
we
shit,
want.
It disturbs me, but I just understand what the mass media is thinking. It's like, okay, on a music standpoint, this nice. This is what the game needed to make it more competitive. But on a real world standpoint, that's why people was kind of looking at J. Cole like, bro, we know this won't get no street shit. But J. Cole looking at more of a personal standpoint. So
and
I feel
now
like
the personal has come into it.
So maybe Cole got some dirt and he didn't want it exposed.
yeah, I feel like Cole, they probably got some
I'm
stuff
sure
in there.
everybody got some dirt, and just like, yeah, before we go there, I'm just about to fuck
I
out.
just seen a post right then where they were saying I feel like Kendrick Lamar had a talk with J. Cole before it got personal, and that's why J. Cole backed out. What could be true because, like I said, they was already cool. They was actually tight, so that makes more sense. But I just feel like more on a. I feel like they had to get personal to even balance with the fact of how this young generation do their beefs. Y'all had to get personal because the real world, everybody was saying, yo, this is really kind of a mid beef. People would rather hear Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy diss each other because they know it's going to be some real static coming behind this versus some lyrical industry type of beef. So that's why I feel like personal level is going to go a certain way, but that's going to go more to the standpoint of like the older crowd versus the ones that's shaping the next generation, which is sad to say. They don't want to hear it because ain't nobody dying. I hate to say it like that.
And you're right. That's
You know
the thing. Like I asked Justin Artist the other day, like, we were calling the tracks mid, like, when they were first dropping, like they mid, like, because we want bloodshed. We want violence. We want some fucking salacious shit that's going to be
Gucci Man shaped the game. Like, of course, Biggie and Pac, but they was still on rap levels. They weren't really the ones slanging iron. Like, they was, but not necessarily at each other. But Gucci set to the point of, no, if you rap this, you have to be about it. So once Gucci made the fact that I will kill your homeboy and diss you, and I'm going to blow up and be a star about it, that's when it became the point the Chicago guys said they got the idea from Gucci. So once that standpoint, it shifted the game to we no longer care about lyrical standpoint. We care about the real. Like, I feel like Gucci was like a big shift when it came from lyrical to realism in the rap world. Like,
are you living what you
Exactly.
Are you willing to live what you rapping about?
Exactly. I feel like he broke that barrier where it no longer was about how nice your words were. It was about are you willing to die about what you say? Are you willing to die about what you saying in these songs? And I gotta credit Jeezy too because Jeezy the one that, hey, y'all get that chain, woo, woo, woo. But really when it comes to the standpoint of who gonna live about it, Gucci really made that way of like, nah, it's no longer about your lyrical standpoint. And once the South took over because of him, nobody really care about the lyrics. Who trying to die about this? You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that. That's why I'm glad. And J. Cole from North Carolina, he not crazy. Not crazy. So it's like, okay, I still got people around me that'll crash if it get too personal. So let me back up away from this. Let me get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's about to get personal.
Yeah.
Now, if there's any more songs, more songs dropped, it's going to get really, really
Well,
personal.
it's already really personal.
yeah,
he called him a pedo.
And he called him a woman beater. He called him a woman beater. So, we have serious allegations out now.
So Kendrick is allegedly putting hands on his wife based on what Drake is saying.
And Drake Drake is allegedly messing with little girls, is what Kenny said.
Drake also said that Kendrick Lamar's general manager is his baby mom's new baby dad.
Oh, interesting.
Oh. It's a lot
of soap opera shit.
Right.
I blame Pusha T for this, for the soap opera stuff in hip hop.
Like, had to up the ante.
I blame Pusha T for this. Like, you have to get personal now. Back in the day, they just told you to eat a dick.
Yeah.
Luke, eat a motherfucking dick. That's what they told you. That was the diss.
Right.
Now they're going to dig up your dirt. This shit crazy.
Tupac made it to the fact of I got to fuck somebody around you. Or I got exposed.
Oh yeah, like
camera. Now it's like, no, what you do with your personal life, like, and how far you take it.
Yeah,
this has evolved. Like 50 played his part in it.
Next level.
This is next level. This in here.
What's the scorecards? What's y'all scorecards?
I got
Kendrick is up.
What?
Nah, Kendrick is up. Every Kendrick diss is harder than Drake's.
The pedal diss is serious.
I'm going even because of Drake sonically sounds better. I'm going.
This is a diss, man.
Yeah, it's a diss.
I understand.
This is why I was saying you getting out. This is nothing to do with.
This nigga trying to dance to diss records.
I understand what you're saying.
It's not that. It's the fact of whose song is gonna be beat into your head until you feel like this is the one.
I understand.
And Drake
what you're
understand that. So I feel like this more of a boxing match where Kendrick Lamar is coming out like Mike Tyson, but Drake is playing like Floyd. Where I'm gonna dance and tire you out the whole time until I done stretch the fight along. Like,
break even, but as of right now,
yeah, it's even. I think.
No, but as of right now,
yeah, as of right now, I feel like Kendrick is coming more personal, so he winning on the.
He called him a woman beater.
Man,
that don't hit the same.
How many of us had a fight with a girl?
Physical?
You can relate to
physical
that.
fight. Like
I'm never.
He called him a woman beater. They're both crimes.
You can't relate to no
They're both crimes.
You can't relate to no pedo.
No, you're right, but they're both crimes.
Yeah, but you'll beat a woman's ass before you'll fuck with a minor.
Oh, of course, but
all right. So the pedal,
we got a good moral code.
Neither one are right.
Well, no, neither one are right, but which is worse?
But once we take it back to the fact of how
yes, there's a worse.
The pedal line is worse.
But when we take to the fact of who this was better. Kendrick this was better. So it's like I feel like it's the level of that because it's the fact of like when you talk about
talking to your entire family.
Right, he took 2 6-minute long discs.
Like when you think about it, Kendrick Lamar, if you take the beat off of Kendrick Lamar's, his is like really a battle rap thing because they do that. The battle rappers get real personal. Yeah. Drake's is more the fact of I can make it bop. So when it comes to the standpoint of straight up like rap, he taking off the levels of Ice Cube where like I don't care what the beat is, I'm gonna go at you and I'm gonna expose the truth. But at the same time, like you said, I feel like it still could become something later on when Drake knows his lane of how to win this battle because yes, hit him up, do his thing, but like I said, when Who Shot You come on in the club, it's rocking it anywhere you go.
You're right, but
so we got to wait a couple. I say at least till June.
They both got at least one more.
Yeah, but as of
they both got one more. I'm sure of it.
Do we want to hear this though?
Yeah.
Yeah. We do. We love it.
Yeah,
we love it.
Yeah, we do. While we got it.
And like I said, for some of us who listen to hip hop for 30 plus years,
now,
we love this.
After this
we
one,
love this.
After this next one, now we might lose interest.
Back when I came up,
but we want
1825. That's what we did.
We want this one. We want one more.
This.
One more thing, Drake did call him out for the fade on the song too.
Yeah, Drake did call out the fade.
He called him out
and
for
Drake
the fade.
Drake has a height advantage.
So, but Kendrick Lamar's from Compton.
It don't matter.
He ain't no small fry type dude. And
I ain't saying Kendrick.
They say Kendrick Lamar get down. We definitely see Drake get down.
Well, I mean, if he get down, he get down.
They say Kendrick Lamar get down. Like he really come up with the Pyrus and stuff. Like Drake was on
this battle is just gone so.
Like, Drake ain't fighting nobody.
But he called them out, so I think they'll put on the boxing gloves for a couple M's.
Jay Prince ain't gonna make that happen.
Now I'm going back through battles like
Kendrick would turn it down.
Jay and Nas.
Because of the fact that he still want to be with the
J. Cole would referee.
How long do you really want to keep going back and forth?
They probably got like. Now it all depends on how personal, how juicy the lyrics are. That dictates how long this goes.
How long you gonna go back? Go
I
back and
say
each other again.
I say they probably
take
got
a little time off.
I say they probably got
again.
like 3 more times.
No.
Oh no, man, that's too many.
It is.
It's too many.
So you just simply
We gotta incorporate people into it. Like
Some beef is everlasting.
Yeah, he's right. You're right. How long did Coogee Rap and motherfucker LL last? That shit took a minute. That didn't end it overnight. That didn't end it over summer.
50 Cent and Ja Rule.
Yeah, that shit.
That's forever.
Right, exactly.
That's forever.
But they not 50 Cent Ja Rule is, but they not on lyrics with it no more because they understand it's past that. Once they spewed, it was over. Now we just Instagram beefing and street beefing. But they knew when it was time to start rapping, nobody wanted to hear it.
So y'all are saying Kendrick's up one. I'm saying it's
that pedal line
even.
for now. The pedal line got him up one.
Yeah.
Budha, what you say?
As of right now, I'm just entertained. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just entertained, nigga. Like
That's
happy.
even.
Yeah, like I'm.
That's even.
Because the whole thing, like it's saying, this shit can go left so quick.
It can.
Just on some real.
It can.
Just street shit. Like the shit can go left quick. This is just a nice, as of right now, lyrical sword. You know what I mean? Swordsmith wordplay. It's enlightening from what we've been force fed as far as what's in the public mainstream ear on the radio and all this other fuckery. That's my take.
Yeah. Hip hop is back in the forefront.
You got people talking. That's all.
And
exactly.
And all these people.
This is for all the young folks out there. This is real hip hop when you can go at somebody and your words make sense.
And what makes this even more dope? All these people got albums coming.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everybody got an album ready to come. Drake,
Mm-hmm.
Cole, and K-Dot got albums coming. That's what makes this so dope.
You know, it'd have been better is if Rhapsody threw her name in the beef because she got an album coming out.
She said she had to back down because when J. Cole because she was on the Pimp a Butterfly, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was like that. She had to separate from that off of that alone. I saw her do an interview about that. She was like, because she was on To Pimp a Butterfly. Remember, J. Cole had called it. So she was like, she was stepping away from that one because she knew that To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't trash.
I feel like at a time like this, like Pimp a Butterfly, it was a good album, but I feel like at a time like this, like if you look at the history of Kendrick Lamar, he kind of done this a couple times before. Like, he done this a couple times before where he'll come out and he'll take jabs and he'll diss the game, then he'll drop an album. So, to somebody that been watching Kendrick Lamar, like, I was the kid that pushed the game based off what I listened to when Kendrick Lamar came out. So, I remember the fact of listening to him and listening to him diss the game and then dropping albums. So, at a point, like, I'm gonna say like this, it's hot, but I'm bored with it because I done seen him do this method since way back in 2012.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Does this lift Kendrick in California lore? Does it pass him? Does he pass the top tier MCs now?
No.
He's not above Ice Cube.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Does he jump over any?
If you ask me,
the top tier I'm talking about are going to be
he
Tupac,
haven't even passed the game.
Cube. Ooh.
He haven't even passed the game. The game made a whole G.U. Not campaign. I feel like when it come with the dissing, he haven't even passed the game. He haven't. Because the game still took the fact of, I'm going to diss you personally, but I'm going to turn it commercial the same exact way. So I feel like he ain't even passed the game with that.
So he top 5 out Cali, though.
Definitely. Ice Cube number 1. Ice Cube number 1. Ice Cube number 1.
Snoop number 2. To me, and Pac 3.
How you got Q number 1? Outside of him being in NWA.
Boy, you said how you said how Q number 1? I'm about to go. Listen.
I know Q wrote music for NWA. I know that. So what I'm saying is, and trust me, I'm a Cube fan. So let me say that. The reason why I said Snoop number one because he was the last one between them two that had a hit. He had quite a few of them.
Yeah, now I'm gonna give you the hit, but see what I'm gonna do for Cube is I'm gonna tell you this. Cube not only wrote for NWA, America's Most Wanted. His debut album is probably one of the greatest albums ever. Plus he has a cult classic with Today Was a Good Day. It'll Never Die.
Exactly.
It'll never die.
Of course.
And he has, I want to say 3 classic albums. Snoop doesn't have 3 classic albums. Yeah, he started mixtape rap.
This shit.
He started.
This was mobbing for beats, nigga, with the video.
Give me that beat, fool.
Bro, like this Cube.
Yeah, Cube is number 1.
First, and then you gotta realize this: Cube invented gangster rap.
No, Ice-T was before Cube.
Hold on. Now it was Ice-T. But in a form of in a gang format. The way how everybody was talking about gang. No. I'm saying to the fact of this. Ice Cube, he was doing gangster rap. Ice-T was doing gangster rap. But when you think of the form of we move in a pack of a unit and everybody gonna rap the same way how even to the fact that Chief Keef and these guys still follow that same formula. Ice Cube invented this is how it's supposed to be done. This is how all of us supposed to sound. Like he made that format and then once it came to this, he destroyed everybody that he made. Like, that's why Ice Cube number 1. I invented how we do this, and then I'm going to tear all y'all down. He the only one that's still surviving to this day out of everybody he crushed. And Dr. Dre.
He's number 1. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Cube is just, see, a lot of people get Cube confused with this new Cube. You know, the movie making Cube.
Are we there yet?
This Cube, like, Cube is the only rapper that I could say could have made a claim that he was the best rapper in the world in his era when it was so many great rappers. When Cube left NWA, he could have been like, I'm the best rapper right now, and nobody could argue with him.
He gave the game a break, and he went to the movies. Like, he gave the world a break, because Ice Cube really was number 1. Like, I gave the format of how to do this, and even to the fact of he's so influential that when I stopped doing this, I went on to doing the cinema and everybody still took my wave.
On top of that, he's kind of who brought the West Coast to the East Coast. Niggas fucked with Cube out in the East Coast. They weren't really too big on West Coast rap like that until Cube like really started. They was like, you know what, Cube that dude, and that's what really got it rolling. So that's why I give Cube the number 1 spot over Pac and Snoop Dogg. Now Snoop Dogg to me might have the best debut album out the West.
I thought we was talking diss songs though.
Yeah.
I thought we was talking about diss songs.
But we
I don't
were
know if our diss song by Snoop Dogg.
Dre Day.
You got
fucking with Day.
Dre Day.
I said my bad. Look, young nigga moment. That was a young nigga moment. My bad.
Yeah, that's a young nigga.
My fault. I had a young nigga moment.
Snoop was a real gangster back then. Word up. Yeah, like Dre Day, all I could eat.
Hey, you talk about
Tim
like we got
Doggy,
over
the
100 years.
like,
we got over 150 years of hip hop right here.
Man, I felt the slap on my face right then.
Look, everybody, what?
He ruined the topic now.
Who the 4th and 5th ones though? So who 4th and 5th?
What, in the West?
With the diss rapping, yeah.
Shit, there's so many.
Shit, the West does the best.
Now
diss
we talking
rap.
just
DJ
Southern
Quick?
Cali
The West does kind of the best diss raps if you want to think about it.
So it's Kendrick
Like,
number 4.
Quick did a hot
DJ
diss track.
Quick.
Compton's Most Wanted did a hot diss track.
MC8.
MC8 did that.
MC8, yep.
Yeah.
MC8, yeah. You can. It's
Tim Dog did a diss.
Tim Dog is New York.
No,
he
New
said
York.
fuck Compton.
You could do
Sibo. Sibo had a nice little diss
Damn,
track.
what's my man? I got him on tip. Too short.
Too short. E4, like
E4. Hey, you got. It's a list, bro. It's a list.
Yeah, well, California, yeah.
It's deep in Cali.
Yeah.
Corrupt.
So what will we say about the East?
There's a bunch
It
of.
started in the East though.
Yeah.
Everything.
So is Nas number 1 in the East?
I would put Jay.
This?
Jay was
With
harder. Jay came in harder.
Is
This
Ether the number one diss song
No,
in the
Ether's
East?
not my number one diss song. I think Takeover is better than Ether.
Yeah, I do
I've
too.
always thought Takeover was better than Ether.
I still say.
And the reason I say Takeover is better than Ether is because in Ether, Nas was just shooting at Jay. That's it. While in Takeover, Jay was shooting at Prodigy, 50, Nas. He was shooting at everybody.
Well, of course, because like I was explaining, then he had at the time before Biggie and Pac, and we can attest to this. Before Biggie and Pac passed, Jay was third in line. Once they passed, he was pushed up front by default. Because if them two niggas was around, we wouldn't be talking about Jay like that.
Like I say, I always go to the Jadakiss Beanie Siegel diss tracks. I think that,
Yeah, that was that
like I always when I go to
was
like
brutal.
bars, like those were brutal diss tracks.
D Block and them.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z first, Nas second.
have Jay-Z first. In my book, I don't have Jay-Z.
On the East Coast, it's kind of hard
I
not
want
to
to know
have
this
Hov
list.
first.
Like I want to know this list.
Oh yeah,
50
50.
first.
Then you gotta throw Cam in there
Then
too
you gotta
because
get-
Cam
you
was
gotta
doing
get, cannabis.
What
You
about
can't- You
LL?
can't forget about him.
LL.
But cannabis.
Prodigy.
that battle rap.
Yeah.
Prodigy had his.
Exactly.
Prodigy had his disses
Mobb Deep
too.
had his shit.
Yeah.
We top five. We gotta have a top five. We got it at least for the
Look,
West Coast.
there
I
is
get
no
top
top
five.
five.
I give
Yeah.
Mobb Deep
Yeah.
just because they dropped one on Tupac.
Yeah.
They dropped it Tupac. Yeah.